We have a special guest in our booth tonight, Luke Recchi, coming up from the Dynamiters. Luke, you're sitting out tonight. It's your turn.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Didn't have the best game yesterday, but I just got to sit out and have a good one next time.
Everybody has to take a turn sitting out. It's your turn tonight. So let's talk a little bit about Luke Recchi. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Luke.
I'm from Kamloops. I'm 17. Not really too much. Just love hockey. And
so as I understand it, you've got some famous relatives in your family. So obviously you've been around hockey for a large portion of your life.
Oh yeah, it's always been a part of my life. My dad, he works in hockey, so I'm constantly around the rink, and it's always been a part of my life.
How about your uncle?
Yeah, I always seemed to be watching him when I was younger, so it's good.
So for those who don't know who Luke Recchi's uncle is, Mark Recchi played with the Philadelphia Flyers. So how would you categorize your game, Luke?
I think I'm a two-way forward. I like to, be gritty offensively and defensively. I just kind of like to be an energy guy out there, and I like to produce points too.
So from what I understand, one of the things that you like to do is, like you say, you're gritty, but you don't mind getting in the corners and digging for the puck and maybe taking a little bit of physical play.
Yeah, it's bottom six guys. That's what they have to do. I like to go get the pucks go help my teammates out down low. So.
Okay. So how did you happen to come to the Dynamiters?
Well, I knew I wanted to go to Junior B, and Derek just called me in the summer and said if things didn't work out in Merritt, then I should come down and play. So, I ended up here.
So before you came to Kimberley, obviously Derek called you, but did you know anything about the Dynamiters prior to coming to Kimberley?
Not too much, no. I knew Rocky Allen.
Okay.
He works with my dad, so he kind of told me a little bit about it, and he told me it's a great organization, a great place to play. So that's really all I knew, and that's enough.
So looking at the size of the rink, it's one of the bigger rinks in the KIJHL. What are your thoughts about having to play in a rink that's maybe a little bit bigger than some of the others?
Yeah, it's really nice. I think we've got a lot of guys that are fast and that they can use their speed. Davies and Palmer and Catella and all those guys, they really love playing here, and it's really nice.
So normally when you're on a line, who are you on the line with?
Well, it depends. Jim was out, so I was on a line with Cam and Gedney, and we were pretty good. But now I'll probably be on a line with Lawson and Purdy or Mac. So.
Okay. So looking at what the Dynamiters have done this year, they're I think 10 or 11-2 so far this year. 11-2, I think. What was your expectation coming into camp this year?
I knew we were going to have a good team, and I think we all expected this, looking at the group we had, and this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to get off to a good start, so yeah.
How's it like in the room?
It's really good. We got it's an older team, so the leaders are really good. They help out the young guys a lot, and it's really positive. We don't get down to each other. We're all helping each other, so it's nice.
So you grew up in Kamloops, and you played all your minor hockey there?
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between, what did you play last year, midgets?
Midget play last year.
So what's the biggest difference between the midget team that you played last year and the KIJHL?
I think it's really the size of players, when you get out in this conference, teams are really big and fast, and everyone can play. In midget, there's some guys that weren't the best, but
okay.
Everyone here can play, so.
So looking at tonight's hockey game, what are your thoughts about so far tonight?
Well, we look pretty good. We're really moving pucks out good, and we're pressuring in the offensive zone and getting pucks back, so that's nice to see.
So Golden's had a tough start to the season so far, but tonight looks like they're skating stride for stride with the boys, and a couple of, I guess, one lucky bounce. That Mac's goal looked like it was a kind of a lucky bounce. He was a little bit surprised when he scored the goal.
Yeah, it was a weird play. He got hit pretty hard there, and then it somehow rolled in. I don't know. I don't think he knew he scored.
I thought it was Rhoda's goal initially, but they gave it to Brant Mac.
Yeah, me too.
So how many goals have you got this year?
I should have one.
You have one goal?
Yeah.
And if you were going to set goals for yourself, what would you expect out of yourself by the end of the season?
I think I can be a guy who can get 10 goals and above 20 points. I think I'm starting to get comfortable now, so I think the points will come.
So, being a greedy player, you're going to take some penalties. So, what do you expect your PM's going to be at the end of the year?
Well, it'd probably be up there, I'd say. I'd hope to stay out of the box with the stupid penalties, but playing the way I play, I think penalties come, and so I think they might get up, but hope to keep them down for the most part.
What would you say your biggest challenge is as a hockey player and playing for Kimberley?
I think just my size. I don't think it affects me too much, just with how hard I work, but I think that it's a disadvantage for me.
I'm sorry?
A disadvantage for me, my size.
So just your size, but
yeah.
As far as your skill set, you're gritty. You like to get your nose dirty, but every hockey player has something they want to improve on.
Oh, yeah.
What's the number one thing you want to improve on?
Probably my hands. They're stones out there. They're not the best. So yeah, probably that. Probably have to work on that after the Tuesday practices.
All right. And looking at coming to Kimberley, obviously you're not living at home anymore, so you've got some billet parents. Who are they?
They're Mike Flowers. I live with him. And yeah, it's really nice. They have a great home. It's a great place to live.
Okay. And then the town of Kimberley. You've been here for a month or two, so what's your thoughts of living in Kimberley?
Well, it's really nice. As a Dynamite, everyone supports you, and they kind of recognize you out and about. So it's nice to get that. And just everyone's so nice here. It's an amazing place to live.
And I know the Dynamiters like to be involved in the community. Have you been involved in anything that the Dynamiters have done with the community, with the schools, etc.?
No. Since I'm in school, it's kind of hard to get out there. So I think the older guys that don't work, they go to those. So I haven't been out yet, but I'd love to.
All right. So anything else? Anything you want to tell? Maybe your parents are watching. Anything you want to say to them, or are they here tonight?
Yeah, they're here tonight. So
okay. So how about your fans out in the web? Anything you want to tell them?
I don't know. Nothing really to tell them.
All right, Luke, we appreciate you coming up and chatting with us.
Yeah,
Good luck for the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Luke Recchi, number 17 for the Kimberley Dynamiters.